Hello once again, YouTube. Crissthenightbringer here, bringing you some World of Warcraft action. Got some, the last part of our dungeon, I don't know, update for you, whatever you want to call it. I'm joined here by Bristol, Flamekeeper Bristol. I am Bloodsail Admiral Van Helsing here. My friend on death spree has already gone inside the dungeon. This is Scholomance. I'm going to be covering Scholomance in this episode. They updated this too. We're just going to jump right in. It's apparently very more linear. You don't have to run around to all these different rooms anymore. There's some new spell effects. Um, as you may have noticed, the quest givers outside are no longer present. There's instead just a talking skull, apparently. So let's see what this guy has to say. Oh gosh, he laughs. How terrifying. Destroy the 4 tomes. Kel'Thuzad's deep knowledge, blah blah blah. The Dark Grimoire. Okay, so he wants us to blow up some books. And kill Dark Master Ganling. So we have to kill Dark Master Ganling again. As you can see, there's some risen guards. If you look down, it's the same exact spot. Or it should be the same exact spot as before, but I don't think you can jump down anymore, and I'm not about to try it, because I don't want to skip any of this dungeon. So we're just going to take out these guards here real quick. These guys are level 42, so I'm assuming this is the level range for that dungeon. Late level 30s and early level 40s. Oh gosh, class is now in session. No, you're done. I ain't dealing with this shit. As you may know, Scholomance is a school for necromancers, so this is all about the scourge and shit. There's still people, part of the cult of the damned, that are in here. I'm gonna take out some of this trash before we engage the boss. Oh gosh, some of these guys are wearing warlock tier, so that's interesting. This girl, Instructor Chillheart. Ew, she does not look pleasant. Ooh. Oh, class is dismissed. Oh man, she's serious business now. As we can see, she's got some sort of wall of ice thing going on. It seems like this is getting closer and closer to the center of the room. I could be wrong. Apparently my friend up at Despre is dead. So yeah, we have to kill her before she gets this wall of ice across the room. Because you can see this is coming. And I'm just going to pull her around a little bit more so you can see this. Look at that. It's getting closer and closer, I do believe. It's quite terrifying. If you're low level and you can't take her out in time, that's actually kind of cool. It's a guaranteed wipe, I think. We're just going to take her out, though. Her soul has now escaped into her phylactery, and apparently she's spawning flying burning books. Oh my god. This is totally new. I did not expect this. This one's got some sort of bubble that lands on the ground. It does damage. This one's just flying around doing fire damage. Some of these are, like I said, dropping bubbles onto the ground that do AoE damage. This one's, oh gosh, this one's just throwing shadow bolts, it looks like. And I don't think we can even touch these. Yeah, we can't even attack those books. So you're going to have to come over here and kill her phylactery. If you're wondering what that is, it's just like a soul container, I guess. We'll just take that out. Now my friend is dead. She's screaming, even though I don't know how. I guess that's just something that happens. I'm gonna have to raise my friend here because he died. I think he got killed by the wall of ice. I think he just ran headfirst into it. Like I said before, we haven't been in here. This is the first time we're going in here. There's a talking skull. He didn't help at all. He's kind of a jerk. You think a talking skull could do a little bit more, but I guess not. Over here is one of those books that we have to burn. So we'll go do that right now. Destroying in the shadow of the light has been destroyed. Over here is the boss's corpse. Grave touched greatsword. Let's see what that looks like. Nothing crazy. That's actually kind of cool, actually. I have a black and white transmog set, and I might just get that. That's actually kind of sweet. I did get that, actually. So we're going to move along. As you can see, you can't even go over there anymore. There's no door on that side. It's just straight on through to the other side of the room. And now we're going to go descend into some of the other parts of the Scholomance. Here we have the talking skull again. Don't know if you remember this. There's a whole bunch of skeletons in one room, and here they are now. As you can see, the entire dungeon has been shifted around. I'm just going to pull all of these guys. There appears to be a boss in the middle. I could be wrong. Let's check out the map, actually. Nope, there's no boss in here, but there's a mage or something. It says Candlestick Mage. Is that what that said? Yep, Candlestick Mage. And you know, they got the usual skeletons and stuff, and they have those reanimated corpses that get back after a few seconds. Those were always a pain in the ass. Over here we have Jandis Baroff. She could have been in here before. I cannot tell you that she was. My friend on Deathspree is pointing out that the skull is telling you where to go to continue through the dungeon. So that's kind of interesting. You actually get to interact a little bit with that. Let's just clear out some of this trash. I'm pretty sure one of those books was actually back here, so give me a second before you pull the boss. So here she goes. He's pulled the boss now. Jandis Baroff. That's interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. It's kind of like a shockwave shadow effect. You know, special ability. And here she goes, just fighting on Deathspree. Nothing ridiculous. I think the previous boss, the first boss in this dungeon, that was pretty cool. Obviously, you're going to want to step out of that. We could take a look at what her actual abilities are. If you were watching our previous episode of this Dungeons videos, you'll know that we did Scarlet Monastery before this and Ragefire Chasm before that. Yep. Whirl of Illusion and Phantasmal Images. We still haven't seen that happen. But it doesn't matter because she's dead now. Apparently she doesn't know that death hurts. That's kind of... You'd think she would know that by now. I mean, she's been torturing people for like God knows how many years. She's kind of stupid. There's some Dark Master Gandling saying a few things there, some dialogue, and Lillian Voss, she has returned from the previous dungeon, apparently. We can help her take out some of these dungeon denizens here, some woven bone guards. You know, obviously, this room has been re-implemented into the new updated version. Obviously, you have to take them out to stop the constant summoning of these people. Ooh, bone armor. Ah, that's pretty awesome. In case you don't know what I did there, I just clicked on one of these little bone piles. It's glittering, and I got bone armor for 5 minutes. And that absorbs the next bone spell. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's from this boss here. This is Dark Master Gandling himself, actually. Oh, okay. He's got 120k health. That's pretty high. We're going to want to take out some of these skeletons. He seems to be constantly summoning them. And you know, you can keep adding this bone spell effect to yourself. Whoa, what is happening here? Some implosion. Rattlegore. Yep, there's Rattlegore from before. He was downstairs in a bone pile pit. He's an actual boss now. Let's see if he does anything. Seems like Lillian Voss has left to go chase after Dark Master Gandling. So there's a little bit more of a story here, a little bit more of a purpose, because Dark Master Gandling is obviously the headmaster of this necromancy school. Talking Skull is coming along. He's just waddling. You can see him like bobbing around. I don't know why he's got bones around him. If he's just a skull, you could at least build a body for yourself, dude. Oh gosh. And now we're into flesh horrors, I guess. That's the next subject we're gonna get down to. There's a whole bunch of Crissthenightbringer carver. Crissthenightbringer carvers. Now that I've never heard of before. I've never seen that before. It's very interesting. I don't remember anything like this before. I could be wrong. I could have just completely forgotten about it. But it seems these guys are chopping up some meat and making flesh whores out of them and all those gross monsters that the Scourge likes so much, abominations and such. We're going to take them out. Obviously, these guys are dropping, you know, pools of goo, some gross poisonous shit on the ground. You're going to want to avoid that. Let's see. Oh yeah, this place is lovely. I'm sure it smells fantastic in here. We're just going to clear out some of this trash. There's a lot darker textures and lighting in here. It's all updated. It looks really nice, actually. This guy's just full of himself. He won't shut up. Oh no, Lillian Voss. Uh-oh, Lillian Voss is now the boss here. Or Lillian Voss is the boss. That's pretty cool. She rhymes with that. Don't kill her. Oh gosh. Oh, apparently she broke free. She's broken free. What is this? There's some sort of like stuff on the ground. There's lasers coming out of her. Apparently he's caught her in some sort of trap or some sort of snare. She can't get out of it. I feel like we kind of jumped over her abilities, so we're going to go back. Take a look at them if you want. It's a shame that she actually dies, because, you know, there's a whole quest line with the beginning of the Undead starting area that you have to get involved with. And apparently she's a part of the actual lore now. It's kind of interesting. I wasn't prepared for that. I kind of figured she would just be a psycho for like her entire life. Here we could see, you know, her actual abilities. You can scroll through this, pause the video if you want, take a look at those. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to actually like check out what she did. We killed her so fast, but it's okay. There's still more bosses and more guys to kill in this place. As you can see, this classroom like area has been moved around. All these guys are actually dangerous now. They aren't just neutral like before. They actually will attack you. So this entire room is just full of mobs, bad, dangerous mobs. Apparently they're all bored. I guess, you know, sitting in a dark cellar for like 6 years and learning how to control undead things for a while, you know, that would get you there. Uh, to be completely honest, I don't think I'd get bored, but, you know, whatever. Uh, Pretty simple shit in here. There's no more boss in this room. There used to be two strong elite figures in this classroom. Apparently there isn't anymore. It's all been updated. This used to be kind of crumbling and shit, and now they got like chemistry tables and fences in here and stuff and steps, and it's all nicely redone. It's like they've renovated the place. It's kind of weird. They didn't. Oh wow, look at the ceiling. There's glowing eyes on the ceiling. I don't think that was there before. That's actually kind of sweet. It's all kind of vivid and still very dark, and I don't know what kind of impression this is giving me, but it's definitely familiar. They've definitely taken some sort of reference from some other idea. This is obviously the final boss room. This is an exact copy of before, pretty much, except, you know, obviously the boss is different. I don't think you can actually go into the side rooms anymore. They all look closed off, which is kind of a shame. I can see somebody in there. Fresh test subject. Yeah, they look like imprisoned peoples are in behind these different rooms. And now we're going to take on Dark Master Ganling. You could see that wicked awesome spell effect he had above there. Let's see if he does anything crazy. He's just shooting some incinerate spells. So, you know, he's obviously of the warlock type, even though he could be he's supposed to be a necromancer, truly, but nothing crazy yet. Go on and give him a hit on Death Spree. Let's see if he'll do anything when he takes a bit of damage. Yeah, there you go. See if he does anything different. It doesn't seem like he is. And I don't want to open up the journal to see if he has any other abilities. 4 seconds. 4 seconds for what? So we're gonna go in here real quick. He's got Immolate. Apparently he can summon a legion of fallen students. Teleports a random player to one of his study rooms for a harsh lesson. Okay, so these rooms on the side you can actually teleport you into, and you'll have to fight your way out of there on your own apparently. Oh gosh. Spirit of Lord Alexei Barov. Now I'm positive this guy was the boss that was in this lower room down here. I remember this because I ran this a lot of times to get some transmog gear. He used to be down here actually, in this room. As you can see, these rooms are empty. Obviously, if you get teleported into them, they're going to be full of enemies that you have to kill on your own. Let's see what he dropped. Vigor Steel Spalders. Look at those Spalders. Those are the dragon-styled Spalders from Cataclysm. I don't like the fact that they're here. They shouldn't be, in my opinion, they shouldn't be putting up level Cataclysm like styled gear for like low-level stuff. It's just too much, and it's kind of cheap. They kind of cheap their way out of it by just taking gear from an expansion they had already worked on and just gave it to this place, just so they wouldn't have to make any more gear for it. Just so they could say it was new gear. I don't like that. They kind of cheaped out on this. But I do like the fact that this is more linear. There is a little bit less of the dungeon now. There's less rooms to go through, I think. There's they just changed around to make it better compatible with like the little bit of a story they got going on. That walking skull, which I don't know where it went. It's kind of gone. I'm assuming, for all I know, this is what the walking skull turned into, or this is who the walking skull was. This is Lord Alexei Barov, and we're done to this quest. I didn't do the other one. I didn't finish it. Undead Spree there is talking. He likes this over the old version. I can understand why. Running through all these different rooms was kind of a pain in the ass, especially if you had to go to one specific room that was through the entire dungeon. I do understand that. It makes a little bit more sense now. Obviously, the map would have been updated. And I didn't finish that one quest with the books. But yeah. Champion Undead Spree over here. So yeah, that's Scholomance. We've killed Dark Master Ganling. If you want to check out the other, dungeons that we've checked out in this little 4-part series of the new updated dungeons for the pre-release of Mist of Pandaria, you can check out those videos. There'll be links in the description as well as links in the video itself, so you can just click on them while you're watching this. And thanks for watching. Comment, rate, favorite, subscribe, and this is Bloodcell Admiral Van Helsing, champion on Death Spree. It's not Heisenberg, shut the fuck up. And Flamekeeper Bristol here from the Guild Iron Warriors. Shattered Hand, come check us out. Ask around. We got level 25 recently, 400 members, and we do all sorts of shit. Pretty fun guild. So if you're interested in that shit, you play WoW, come join us. We'll invite you and all that good stuff. Again, thanks for watching, and see you guys later. Peace out. Level 40s. Oh gosh, class is now in session. No, you're done. I ain't dealing with this shit. As you may know, Scholomance is a school for necromancers, so this is all about the scourge and shit. There's still people, part of the Cult of the Damned, that are in here. I'm gonna take out some of this trash before we engage the boss. Oh gosh, some of these guys are wearing Warlock tier, so that's interesting. It's apparently very more linear. You don't have to run around to all these different rooms anymore. There's some new spell effects. As you may have noticed, the quest givers outside are no longer present. There's instead just a talking skull, apparently. So let's see what this guy has to say. Oh gosh, she laughs. How terrifying. Destroy the 4 tomes. Kel'Thuzad's deep knowledge, blah blah blah, the Dark Grimoire. Okay, so he wants us to blow up some books. And this girl, Instructor Chillheart. Ew, she does not look pleasant. Ooh, oh, class is dismissed. Oh man, she's serious business now. As we can see, she's got some sort of wall of ice thing going on. It seems like this is getting closer and closer to the center of the room. I could be wrong. Apparently my friend up Despre is dead. So yeah, we have to kill her before she gets this wall of ice across the room. Because you can see this is coming. And I'm just going to pull her around. Hello once again, YouTube. Crissthenightbringer here, bringing you some World of Warcraft action. Got some, the last part of our dungeon, I don't know, update for you. Whatever you want to call it. I'm joined here by Bristol, Flamekeeper Bristol. I am Bloodsail Admiral Van Helsing here. My friend on death spree has already gone inside the dungeon. This is Scholomance. I'm going to be covering Scholomance in this episode. They updated this too. We're just going to jump right in. Kill Dark Master Gandling. So we have to kill Dark Master Gandling again. As you can see, there's some risen guards. If you look down, it's the same exact spot. Or it should be the same exact spot as before, but I don't think you can jump down anymore, and I'm not about to try it, because I don't want to skip any of this dungeon. So we're just going to take out these guards here real quick. These guys are level 42, so I'm assuming this is the level range for that dungeon. Late level 30s and early